Hi everyone, this is Molly with the Santa Maria Chamber, and we are here today with Ron Cossa, who is the Senior Vice President and Risk Advisor for Tolman Wiker Insurance Services. And Ron's going to talk with us a bit about how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected his industry. So Ron, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Yeah, thank you, Molly. It's a pleasure. So we're our industry we're fortunate to be, able to work remotely. We've had a long-term plan of putting that together. I think I've been able to, as a salesman, been able to work at home for 10 or 15 years at least. And so we're very fortunate there. Unlike a lot of our clients, we are also still able to essentially do everything we've done. And we have everybody working. We did put in a kind of a disaster relief plan. Was kind of spurred on by the Ventura fires that came close to our office, where we issued laptops to everybody. So all of our staff has the ability to choose whether to work, at home or in the office. And so that's been really, really fortunate for us. But we do have a lot of challenges with our clients. We're having to field a lot of questions, and we're having to change how we interact with them. I had a lot of April 1st insurance renewals, and so we had to obviously cancel all of our in-person meetings, and I had to learn how to do this, which actually we're really fortunate. We have a phone system that ties in with Zoom, and so I was able to meet with everybody online and share my screen with them and have conference calls. And so again, was able to transact business fairly normally. It created a few challenges, but we have just been able to continue on, and unfortunately, not a lot of our clients have been, and so that creates one of the big challenges is communication with them.
And so from your clients, what are some of, as far as insurance goes, are there some common questions you're getting? Any common concerns?
Yeah, I mean, that's the most common one is, are we covered for this?
Right.
And there's not I would say, I think I like to put it this way. It's like in a normal world, I would probably be telling people, if it's you had a one-off situation like this, I would probably be advising people, you're probably not going to have anything. And I think a lot of people are hearing, there's so much information out there. A lot of people are hearing that insurance isn't covering. But I would say don't make too many assumptions at this point. The federal government is talking about this. Local governments are talking about this. High-powered chefs and other businesses are filing lawsuits. So you never know what a judge is going to do. You never know what a court is going to do. And you definitely never know what the government's going to do. So my biggest advice is just talk to your insurance agent about this, and don't make assumptions.
So would you say at this point, it's kind of a wait and see what happens and based by industry as far as coverage goes?
Well, yeah, I think it's definitely a wait and see, because you just don't know what can happen. And that's what I'm telling all my clients when they call me. They say, oh, do I have coverage? I'm like, well, I would encourage you to file a claim if you've got a loss, and at least you've got something on record at that point. And if something changes, if the interpretation of the policies change, or some certain circumstance that you have may be different than others, it could shake out differently than you're expecting.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So your biggest advice right now would be to file that claim if there is a loss.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, great. So do you have any additional advice, final thoughts for people regarding insurance?
Well, I just, The other thing is that there's just, there's a lot of information out there. And so one of the things that we're trying to do is help communicate that to clients. I know a lot of people are, barely hanging on to their businesses. They're busy trying to do that. And so, we're trying to help them navigate all of the information coming from every direction, from the information about the small business loans to some of the HR questions to just overall business questions as well. So that's the only other advice I'd give is don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call us about that.
Definitely, yeah. And we're seeing it too every day. There's more and
Yeah.
new and different information coming out. So
Right.
great. Well, thank you so much, Ron, for taking the time to talk with us a bit. Again, this was Ron Cossa with Tolman Wiker Insurance Services, and thank you all for tuning in today.